Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this?
Now, it would be very easy for me to come out here and give you the kind of news that you would like to hear. But I'm not going to do that. Because I've got some bad news.
Oh boy. Sony. We have a problem. We have a big problem. Trash. 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 Yes, I said it. Trash. Average at best. God of War Ragnarok. What's going on, Sony? What is going on? I don't know. But if you didn't know, I'm Black Bond. We back at it. Check out my channel. Black Bond, got videos talking about computer monitors. God of War, been streaming that for the longest time now. Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, an unplayable stinky mess. And for anybody that doesn't think I've played the game, obviously I've played the game. I showed you the games. I have streams that are part 1 through part 7, 10 hours, 4 hours, 6.5 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours, 11 hours, 5 hours. So I don't want to hear anybody tell me I didn't play this game. So I wrote some notes on what I liked and what I didn't like about this game. We'll start about the pros. The graphics. The graphics are absolutely amazing. Top notch. No complaints. The characters. The story. Amazing. I love the characters. I love the interactions between Atreus, between Kalapos, between Kratos, between Mimir, between Odin, between Thor, between Thrud, between Heimdall, Agrabota. All of the characters, the voice acting, the story, everything. Top notch. Amazing. The performances, the voice acting, top notch. Amazing. The atmosphere, the realms, the water, the mountains, the lava, the scenery, the jungles, the volcanoes, all amazing. The music, also incredible. Goes right with the game. No faults about that. The sound effects, nothing special, but good. And the technical aspects, there's rarely any pop-in. There's no clipping. The performance is rock solid. I didn't notice really any kind of performance drops. They're in the game, don't get me wrong. It's not flawless, but it's pretty much as good as you can get it. So between all these things, why is this game not good? Because the problem with this game is while it has amazing characters, it has an amazing story, it has amazing voice acting, it looks incredible, the atmosphere, the scenery, the music, all that stuff is top notch. The best part about the game is when you're not playing it. The worst part about the game is when you actually have to pick up a controller. This game is the definition of could have just been a movie. You want to go on YouTube, find one of those channels that literally just uploads the cutscenes and the integral parts of the story? Yeah, go watch this game. No point in playing it. First con overall, the camera. It should have taken 30 seconds of anybody playtesting this game to realize that the camera is way too close to Kratos. Now, clearly I'm biased because I don't want to be looking at the back of somebody's bald head for 40 plus hours in a game. But you can literally see 2 feet on your left and about 8 feet on your right, possibly 12 feet on your right. The damn camera is so close. It is way too close. Don't believe me? Why are there yellow arrows to tell you when there's people around you? Why are there red arrows to tell you that people are about to attack? Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden, Bayonetta. The camera is not so far up your ass or so far into the pores and back of your head to where we could see the follicles that are attempting to grow from this dude's bald ass head. that you are actually able to see around you in combat. You're not stuck in this little claustrophobic box. You aren't. I'm sorry. Ridiculous. Problem 2, which happens to deal with the camera, the field of view. The field of view is just way too tiny. You're claustrophobic. You feel like you got a damn cardboard box over your head. The small camera, the zoomed in camera with the tight field of view, it just doesn't work. And then that leads into the combat. The combat when you're fighting bosses, when you have one person directly in front of you, and you have a giant arena to navigate and work with, the boss fights are amazing. Outside of that, trying to clunkily navigate between multiple targets with Z targeting that is exponentially inferior to Ocarina of Time, an N64 game, sloppily built and constructed controls, I mean, stupid. The combat is just stupid. You don't feel like the God of War. You feel like the God of Mid. When I play Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, Arkham City, Arkham anything, when I punch an enemy, you feel like you're making an impact. You feel like you're literally mopping people, like you're literally hurting people, breaking people. Outside of like the Juggernaut enemies, when you hit somebody, they react. Now, I'm the God of War in this game. And I could literally punch a dude 3 times in the stomach, in the kidneys, 3 body shots, 3 kidney shots. These enemies don't react. They literally take 3 kidney shots, ignore it, and then swing at you. Like, nothing Kratos really does can make an enemy react outside of hitting them with like 2 heavy attacks in a row or a heavy attack before they do anything. Like, you can't be the God of War, hit somebody with an axe, hit somebody with the Blades of Chaos, hit someone with any other weapon, or literally you can be punching through. This guy can literally rip enemies in half, punch through boulders, like punch through gods in a cutscene, but a regular bald peon peasant, 3 kidney shots and they don't even flinch. Stupid. Takes you completely out of the game. The pacing. Oh my god, is the pacing terrible in this game. Not only is combat annoying, the game annoying, but the pacing of just walking, looking at puzzles, hitting X, looking around the environment. What do I hit with an arrow? What do I hit with a purple arrow? How do I connect these flames? How do I, like, it's stupid. Yeah, you get one character, you and Atreus, and like you're in like some underground shrine or whatever. I don't want to really do any spoilers or anything, but the pacing is terrible. And then you go meet a new character, a female character, and you're in a jungle and you're riding on a giant water buffalo, literally, through the swamp. And like the pacing at parts of this game is god awful. The puzzles. Oh my god. The puzzles. Y'all might need to go on Twitter and apologize to that lady that says, am I playing an action game or am I playing a puzzle game? I thought this was God of War. I didn't play the original trilogy, so pardon me. But I thought we were a badass God of War, a badass bald dude that rips people in half, tears them limb from limb, absolutely, completely brutalizes them. And yeah, I understand there are puzzles, but the puzzles in this game aren't difficult, but they should not require more brain power than a game like the Arkham series when you actually play as a goddamn detective. There are some puzzles I literally pull up to in this game. I have to take 30 seconds to a minute to analyze my surroundings, to see what's going on before I even attempt the damn puzzle. Really? Seriously. And then even if you know what you're doing, the stupid purple arrows and chain reacting them and making larger bubbles and boop 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 and chain react, it's so dumb and agonizing. And then a combination of pacing and puzzles. Put my mask on here. There's a part of the game where you literally have to put on a mask, and it's just like, oh my god. Like, literally boring you to death, boring you to tears. Walk around and find a wall with your mat. Like, oh. Transversing the environment. Also awful. Now, I'm not saying this game has to be a Metrovania game, but as the Metrovania, formula goes, you get more weapons, you get more items, you get more equipment, and then you're actually able to seamlessly navigate through the levels that transverse parts of the maps or go back and backtrack and things of that nature, and it makes it fun. Look at a game like Breath of the Wild. You acquire more abilities, more equipment, and it makes it fun. God of War transversal is not fun. It's literally transversal on rails. It's literally look at a point on the map or on the screen and hit X. Brain dead and stupid. Hit X. That's all you do. Look at something. Oh, there's a crack on the wall. Hit X. Oh, you want to grapple? Hit X. Oh, you want to climb up here? Hit X. You want to do this? Hit X. Wow. So intuitive. The only time you don't hit X is when you're making stupid purple bubbles or you're throwing the third weapon into things and you can climb on it. Congratulations. The map. The compass. Look, I understand on a legitimate GPS, right? It's not going to take you exactly where you need to go. And if you make you might be 1 mile away in a straight linear path from point A to B. But you got to go straight, you got to go through a light, you got to make a left turn, a right turn. Like if I took a tape measure and I measured from point A to B, it would legitimately be a mile. But to actually transverse to A to B, you're probably going to have to drive maybe 1.5 or 2 miles. Well, the game's GPS and compass don't ever account for that. And because there's a lot of winding ways and rivers and pathways that you're transversing in this game, the compass is almost effectively useless. It really is. You have to essentially... You know what? I could probably be playing some gameplay here. But I just didn't want to spoil anything. But we can play something in the background. Give you guys something to look at outside of my complaining. Get you something to look at. We'll get you something to look at. There you go. Right in the beginning. Something to watch. You can watch Kratos. Okay. Anyway. The compass is just absolutely stupid. All these winding ways and everything. You really just got to pull out the map and say, I got to go north, I got to go east, I got to go west. It's just like the compass is only really usable if you don't have any winding paths in front of you, which makes it kind of just stupid. Fast travel. Halfway complaint, not a full complaint. Yes, there is fast travel. The problem with fast travel is, unless you're at a fast travel point, you can't fast travel. Which makes fast travel kind of silly. You should be able to fast travel by hitting start and fast traveling anywhere, but you can't. You literally have to travel to a point to fast travel, which makes it dumb. I don't know what to say about this game, really. Sony, get out of the third party third person template. I'm sorry. Like, you got a third person action adventure game. You got a third person hack and slash game. You got a third person samurai game. You got a third person superhero game. You got a third person zombie shooter game. You got a it's just third person everything. Literally. Same over the shoulder camera. Same probably field of view. Same, like, I'm sure if I looked up Days Gone real quick. Let's see. I really don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, you're looking right here. The camera angle is like pretty much the damn same. You can see 2 feet on his left, 8 feet on the right. Oh my God, Sony, stop it. They're going to have to make some different games. They're going to have to change it up. I'm not saying they got to get super innovative, but like, you look at Nintendo, they have platformers, they have strategy games, they have RPGs, they have shooting games like Splatoon, they have kart racing, they have a variety of games. Sony is just third person insert genre. The end. Not impressed by Sony. Not impressed this generation at all. Not at all. Sony is not being pushed by Microsoft. Microsoft is lazy and incompetent, and it's showing in Sony. Overall rating for this game, 6.5 out of 10. Thought I was going to give it a 7, but the second I finished the game, got the complete ending, which is, attending an event, which doesn't really take too much time, uninstalled. I had no desire to go back to this game and attempt to finish it or attempt to do endgame content. People are like, oh, go fight the Valkyries. I don't want to fight no damn Valkyries. I'm done. Done. I have no desire to ever play this game again. And I don't even know if the last game had DLC. Never touched it again. As soon as the credits rolled, done, uninstall, move on. 6.5 out of 10. Now, hear me out here, right? Had the combat been better, and by combat being better, just move out the camera, expand the FOV, this game gets an 8.5 instantly. That's how detrimental the combat is in the game via the camera and the FOV. If you fix the pacing and the puzzles and the transversal, game goes up to a 9. Hey, I'll take it even further. If you fix the fast travel, and the map compass and everything, and the pacing, this game with minor tweaks could easily be a 9.5. But the problems it has are just so minor, but stacked upon, compounded, and fundamental. It's just like, how did this game get through playtesting in this situation? How? A beautifully crafted game with graphics that are amazing, no technical mishaps, no problems, a near perfect frame rate, acting, voice acting, story, completely let down by minor things such as camera, pacing, map, and transversal. And that's what makes it frustrating. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm Black Bond. Y'all can love it or hate it, but you're going to accept it. God of War is mid, and that's a fact.